Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to another stream. How are you all doing? What's going on in your lives? Hello, Chester. Nice to have you again. Hello, Adrian. Hello, Freak. How are your days already going? Hello, Obis. Nice to have you as well. Adrian, day is good so far. How is the renovation going, Adrian? Finished already? You still need to send me some images one day, how it all turned out. Oh, Samuel is here as well. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? How's your day? Oh, Anchor is here from India. Hello to India. What's the current time there? Let me think. I've been there already, but I guess it depends also a lot of where you are in India on the time zone. So, yeah, what's the time currently? So, here in Austria, we have half past 4 p.m. No, half past 3 p.m. Adrian's still not finished with the renovation. Oh, guess the woodworkers again. Guess they need more time than expected, but you're all the best for that. And let's also put them a little bit down here. Those comments, I guess that's better. Okay, but it seems you're all doing good. I hope so. I'm also feeling much better. As mentioned on Twitter, I had a nasty cold the last week and last weekend, and I'm still trying to recover, especially my voice. You probably hear it. It's not fully there yet, but at least much better than the last day. So I thought it was a good idea to end this work week with a little stream where, yeah, I'm going to update you on some on the features on the news of Larastreamers, what was happening, and of course we want to talk about the new design. And that's actually interesting. So I posted an image of the little grocery shop of my uncle, which they have now, I think, for over 100 years. I guess his father's father, sorry, from my uncle's grandfather, he founded this little shop, so he created it, and I think now it's the third generation they have it, they own it, and I've worked there, and I posted that on Twitter this week, and yeah, it seems um, the people really like the sign of the store, which is my last name Rumpel, but yeah, also some designers came to me and said it looks really cool. So actually, I didn't notice it at all, but it seems the people who made it did an amazing job, and I definitely have to check it out again and see it in real because yeah, people seem to like it. This was fun. But yeah, as I mentioned on Twitter, this was a pretty cool experience for me. My first real job, I'd say. I had to get up early. I had to, yeah, I think we started, most days we started at 7. But I think this was 3 or 4 days a week. And then we had some days where we started at 6. And then Christmas and some other holidays, we had to get up really early, like 4, 3, I think once or twice, even 2 in the morning to prepare everything because yeah, there are stuff in grocery stores that you can't prepare the day before. You have to do this the same day, and yeah, wow, that was tough for sure. But I learned a lot at this company in this job, so I'm really glad I did this when I was younger. Okay, so back to Larastreamers. So yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, this is the new design of Larastreamers and it's live. So I really wanted to ship it with you together this week, but yeah, I just couldn't talk that much, so I decided to ship it on I think on Tuesday or Wednesday alone. And now yeah, finally it's live, and I'm so glad it's live because yeah, there are many things now that we can build in this new design. There are many tasks I wanted to do, and I just had to delay to make this new design work first and ship this first. So thanks again for Anna for doing the design. And by the way, mm, where is he? He is called 2 point. Yeah, that's him. Here we go. That's him, Belgium guy with the cat. Thank you so much. Check him out. I'm really glad he helped out here. And yeah, I tagged the wrong guy when I was tweeting about the new design. And the funny thing is, somehow I know two different people from Belgium called Arne, and somehow I got confused. So sorry again. And that's the guy who worked on the design. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It looks super cool, fresh. Of course, there are still things that we need to adjust, but overall, I'd say we did a good job, and I'm glad that I was able to implement most of it myself. So yeah, I think also the mobile view looks pretty cool in the end. So yeah, also the new submission page, which is now an overlay. People already came to me and said this blurry background looks pretty cool. I think this was Adrian's idea, if I'm correct. So thank you, Adrian. People like this a lot. And yeah, since you're already here, there was one thing that I thought might be a good idea. So since we already have this form here, couldn't we just ask people to also provide their Twitter handle through this form? Because currently only Frake and me, we are two which are in the database in the table for channels. So this means our both channels are automatically loaded, all the streams which we do. So that me and Frake, we don't have to submit something. It will be done automatically. But besides that, for everybody else, I think they would also love to get mentioned in the tweets by Laracast, Lara streamers, like this one here. So my name is mentioned here, but for others, let's check this out. So for Freak, it's also mentioned, but here for Steve, for example, it's currently not. And I think they would really appreciate it if we could do this as well. Still, I don't want to add more streamers currently to the table as a channel, which we automatically load. So what about just we ask here with another field about the Twitter handle, and if it's given, we're going to store it. If not, we don't care. And if it's given, then we also show it for the tweets that we send out. I think this would be a good idea to help the streamers a little bit with their own tagging, and then I think they would also be more interested in sharing the Lair streamers tweet, which would help us as well. What do you think about that? Yeah, and by the way, just let me know about the design. Also, what do you think about um, the new things? I really think it's pretty cool, especially when you think about the amount of work which has been done. So I already told the story once or twice. So I asked on Twitter if someone could help with the design, and I think one day later, Anne sent to me already the design for the homepage. And I said, oh my God, this looks so cool. And I think later this day or the next day, he sent me all the designs for all the sites, which I didn't change anything. And I also didn't ask him to change anything because I just liked it from how it looked. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, Frake seems to like it too. Glad you like it as well, Frake. Yeah, and especially when you think about how much time you could spend on the design, and which you mostly have to do to get it right. So for an open source side, it's always difficult to get a good design because yeah, it's so much work. But I'm really glad that we have now this new design. The old one was also nice, was okayish because I did most of it with some help from some friends, but most of the design I did myself, and yeah, it was okay, but this is for sure much better. Still, the little things we might need to change, so I'm not sure about this little time overlay here, if this looks good enough. And yeah, those little things we might change on the way, and we might get some more feedback and some more pull requests. So yeah, if people want to change something, they can do this for sure, and then I just have to accept it. So if you do a pull request, make it a good one, but mostly I'd like to yeah bring new stuff in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see now new things. And now that we have the new design, we also have like a very good base for new features, because this was in the way of new features for quite some time. Because yeah, if you do a PR and then we do redesign, it would be pretty crazy to merge or rebase anything. So from now on, it will be much easier. A cool quick win would be to make the current stream on top of the homepage clickable. Yeah, I noticed that today as well, and I tried to open my own stream here. I tried to click it and it didn't work. So yeah, we need this for sure. Oh, by the way, I see something happening here. Guess we haven't checked that. So the live indication for the streams, which is currently seen here. Let me just show this to you and save for me later. So it seems the design is not working anymore. Probably because we deleted all the default tailwind colors. Oh, yeah, it's interesting. Let me think. So for most of the stuff, of course, we have tests, but not for something like this. And I also don't think that I would want to go down this road where we will test something like this, but still it's something we have to fix because this doesn't look well. It still looks okay here because here we have this new indicator saying if the next stream is upcoming or live, but still this needs to be fixed because here we also have some nice animation, and this was done by Adrian, I think. Yeah, by Adrian. Okay, let me write this down. Not sure if we do this together. Now I have some other things I want to talk about, but if not, I will do it myself afterwards. So, live indicator. All right. Oh yeah, Freak mentioned that as well. And yeah, so that's one of the old Tailwind classes which we don't have anymore. Because what I really liked with the new approach of the design, I just killed all the default colors, and this way I only can use colors which I have added myself. And this is something I really like because you often end up using some colors just because they are there and you don't think about what they should be. But now when we add a color, we really have to think about what it should be. But yeah, that's definitely something we have to fix. What would be cool? Image snapshot testing. Yeah, so this could be something how we could test this, because with this kind of testing, you are comparing two images and see if any of the pixels, I think it's on a pixel base, has changed. So this is one way how you can check is, for example, if you change CSS, if it affects some of the sides or not. We've been using this at my old company a few times. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you use this yourself somewhere? I know Freak has his snapshot testing, but I'm not sure if you're also doing this with images. I guess he mostly does this with kind of code and strings, and to make sure that they are the same. But of course, you can also do this with images, which I think for bigger sites is very important, especially in the past where designing with CSS was a mess and you just changed one little piece and it could change like, yeah, all your sites and you didn't even notice it right away. So that's when such kind of testing would make sense. Frick says snapshot package also has support for file hashes. Okay, so I'm not sure how file hashes work. Would this check also really the content of the image? I guess it would, so right? So normally, if only 1 or 2 pixel changes just a little bit, this test would fail. Hello, Benjamin. Nice to have you here. So you give it a file, it calculates a hash, and it should match the hash. Yeah, okay, that's what I guess. But I mean, it would be interesting how it calculates the hash. But I guess it must be about how the image looks like. I guess that's the content of an image. Yeah, so maybe what we could do is make one stream maybe sometimes about snapshot testing in terms of comparing images and try to see it out how it would work if we can use Freak's Spass's package for that. And we could just check how creating those tests would look like, how it feel, and then we could decide if we want to keep it or not. I think that would be a good idea for both of us checking this out, for me learning how it works and seeing how it benefits. And yeah, with testing, it's always about confidence and what makes you feel better about the code base. Because mostly it's me who's working on this project, so I have to be happy and confident. If you're working in a team, of course, you have to think about the confidence of the whole team. Okay, looks like this is pretty easy actually, just hashing from the file itself. Would be easy to make use of Freak's package. Okay, so I guess we'll try this out. Maybe we'll schedule a stream. I also thought about, because most of my streams lately have been, let's say, quite general in the topics of what we want to do, especially the last few. But I think for you people, friends, it would be interesting to have more dedicated streams where I'm saying, yeah, this time we are checking out snapshot testing, or this time, maybe one time we're checking out past. It would be interesting to see if we create a past test for one of the maybe more complex tests here and see what the comparison looks like. So I'm still not super confident if I really want to switch to PES, but for sure I want to give it a proper try, which I haven't. So this will be interesting. So maybe we do one stream about trying out PES, maybe one stream about snapshot testing. Would this be something that you would be interested in, having those dedicated streams? Let me know. In the meantime, I'm writing another node. Snapshot testing stream. It looks like this when I write notes, and 90% of the time, 2 hours later, I have no idea anymore what I wrote down. I'm just not used to write this down on a note, but I also don't want to write it down here. Bujan is here as well. Hey man, how you doing? All good? Oh yeah, we could also do a joint stream again and having you then talking about the package and then showing how we could use it. I'm pretty sure I only have seen you use it for kind of strings and I think comparing data or API, what you get back. I think only in those concerns I've seen you using it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but have you used it yourself for checking like the image of the page? Have you done like a screenshot of a page and check it against in a test and check if it's the same? Something like that. Have you done it yourself in any of your projects, Freek? And in the meantime, yeah, so this live thing we have to fix because besides of just the color, the position is also completely wrong. So a few things we have to change here. Let me also check the archive page. Yeah, I'm also pretty happy with that. One little thing I thought, what do you think about having a real logo? Because currently I just use this emoji in Larastreamers, and I think it's okay, it's not bad, but would it be cooler to have a real logo for this? I'm not sure if I want to ask Arne again because yeah, he already did a lot for the site, and yeah, I don't want to be the guy asking for more and more, but it would be cool, right, to have a dedicated logo for Lara streamers. It would be interesting how this could look like. Okay, besides that, we, as always, we want to talk about the next streams. There are not too many, so I'm currently streaming. This will be over soon. Then King is active again. He is streaming on Tuesday, which is next week Tuesday. About let's explore Next.js 3.0. He's quite active again. It's good to have him here. And also, it's next week. Yeah, it seems so. Next week, Flake and I, we are having our casual artisan call again. It's good to be back with those calls as well. But besides that, yeah, I think Freak did like 2 or 3 streams this week. 2. Yeah, so he was quite active. But yeah, we need more streams. Because yeah, those one will be soon be finished as well. So yeah, if you haven't streamed yourself, think about it and become one of the streamers being here. I would love to watch your streams as well. Freak has never used it for images himself, okay, but he says it just works the same. Yeah, I also saw this in one of the screenshots you showed me because the the emoji here, this one up here, looks quite different depending on your operating system. So that's also why it's not a good idea to use an emoji as a logo because you have no control what it looks like. So Bhushan would like to schedule a JavaScript stream. Yeah, so currently I don't mind having other topics here than PHP or than Laravel because JavaScript is still something useful to every Laravel developer. So that's why I guess I would still accept it. I guess only at some point if there are too many streams about things that are not Laravel related, then I might think about what to accept or not. But currently, I for sure would accept it. So it would be nice to have you here on the streamers page as well. So yeah, we don't have this streamers page, but we're going to have it soon. So yeah, like I said, now that we have the new design, there are a few things we want to improve, and I have lots of ideas. So first thing is we were also designing a search which you currently don't see because we have hidden this one, but I was talking already to Sony. Mm, mm, mm. So where is that? Yeah, so when did he do that? It all started in July already. Wow, that's quite quite a long time ago. So he was adding a search for the archive page, which we didn't publish back then because I wasn't sure about how we should do the design. So then we decided to wait for the new designs, and now he needs to bring other things here he changed into the new design, and I already talked to him. So he will be working on that soon. So that's pretty cool. Then we will have a search where you can search for any name of the stream or the streamers or I think maybe the channel. I think those are the three things that we want to check. And this will also help you to find some specific streams. But also, let me just open up the design again. Mhm. Here we go. So I wanted to show you this page, which we currently don't have, but which I wanted to have for a very long time. There will be a streamers page where, yeah, we just view all the streamers, which is not just me and Freak. There are so many others out there who already submitted a stream, and we want to show all of them. And then maybe, yeah, show where they're from, maybe some links. These things will be a little bit difficult because um, we don't know that much information about the streamers, so we'll start with what we already have, which is like their channel and how many videos they did, how many hours maybe they were streaming so far. And I also think this could be like a little high score list where we could push each other a little bit to do more streams and sees who has the most streams, who is streaming most during a week or on the weekend, or yeah, who has the longest streams and things like that. So I think this will also help the streamers and the viewers to check out, yeah, maybe just show all the streams by Freak or by me or by Steve or by someone else. So this is definitely something we're going to build, I guess, next week. Yeah, I think, let me think. I think that's the next thing that I want to add. Do we have here something else? No, we don't. So from design perspective, this is the last thing from the new design, which is not yet in the page. Then I also talked, yeah, Freek also mentioned that it would be cool to show streaming setups here. So I want to add some kind of blog here to the page as well, where you could check out what's the setup of different streamers, and then we will showcase Freak's setup, my setup, maybe Steve's setups, and interview a few people and show you their different streaming setup as inspiration, and maybe then you know what you can use for yourself. But I think it's a good place here on this platform to show this as well. Good. Then there are also some little things that I added here. So I think that's the one I already did. Yeah, so I changed the date format here because it was a date which was commonly used in Europe but not in the US. So I changed it to something that everybody will understand. So this means I can close this one. Done. Close with comments. Good. Let's get back. I still see it there. Yeah, now it's gone. After redesigning beta. Oh yeah, we were talking about that in one of the latest streams. So currently, if we submit something, you will see kind of a simple success message here inside the model. But we thought it would be cooler that you submit, then we're going to close this, and then we're showing like a bigger notification here right on the page, giving you a success message, and then you're already outside of the forum and back on the page, which I think would look more cool. Okay, then it seems we have one or two bugs. I think those were some occasionally shown bugs. I'm not sure if they're still active. Then, yeah, that was also an idea which we had, I think, during one of the streams. So people could add tags. So the idea is if you don't know what this stream is about, like this one here, you maybe could see here some text. So here we were talking about tailwinds, yes, about Laravel, PHP, and then it will be easier for the viewer to check what a stream is about without checking the description. By the way, description. Have we ever shown the description here on the page? I'm now a little bit confused because now we only see the title and we don't see the description itself. Did we show that before? Can you remember, friends? What? Oh, come on. I thought it was enough to just check Safari, but it seems I have to check Firefox as well. What does it look like on Firefox? By the way, let me think again. Look like. So Jason Shift McQuarrie was mentioning that most non-Americans get this phrase wrong. And let me remember. So there are two similar phrases. One is what something is like, and then what it look like. And one of those twos are wrong, and you shouldn't use them. Can you remember what it was? Yeah, I think what something is like. I think it's without look and what something looks. Maybe we need to check that together. But first, let's see what's going on Firefox. Oh yeah, there's no blurry background at all. Okay. Is this not supported on Firefox? Let's see. Can I use? And what did we use? Some kind of blurry filter? It's blurry. Blur. What is the thing called which we are using here? Where are you? Backdrop blur. And which class? Backdrop brightness, backdrop blur. Let's see, does this belong to backdrop filters? Oh yeah, it seems like for Safari, Firefox doesn't support that at all. Okay, that's a bummer. And it crashed here. So just don't use Firefox. No Firefox. Firefox is cool. But we might have to think about some kind of default dropback if there's no background, because having nothing also looks a little bit strange. Okay, Frake thinks there was never a description. Hey Arne, nice to have you here as well. Everybody, please a round of applause for him, because that's the guy who did the amazing cool design. And thank you for mentioning that there was no description. So do we want a description? I think it could work well. We have enough space for sure. I guess it also depends on how long is the description. We might have to cut that off. Let's check out one of the streams by Steve. What's his current description? In the stream here, yeah. So it seems some description can be quite long, which we of course don't want to have. Yeah, I guess it depends. Sometimes it could be useful. It depends on how good the descriptions are. Mine are not that good, I'd say. So yeah, let's keep it in the back of our heads and keep it in mind. We might do this. But yeah, we were talking about some kind of tags, and I think tags would be really cool. But the most difficult thing is, how do we get the tags? So the first someone on GitHub mentioned that he wanted to use tags. I think, was it from Twitch or from YouTube? So I don't think YouTube has kind of official tags. So it's not like you have here like a place for tags. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there is. but I think most people just add them to the title, like with some symbols. Yeah, so never mind. It would be difficult to get them from the platform, and also maybe in the future we still don't know. We maybe support Twitch, then yeah, it would be difficult to get it from two different platforms. So what I thought would be the better and most easiest approach is to just ask them here through the form and maybe give them some fixed tags like Laravel, PHP, Tailwind, Livewire, JavaScript, I don't know, Inertia, and give them some predefined tags, and then they can add a few to the stream which they provide here. And then we're going to store them ourselves, and then we can show this here, and we can also show this on the archive page, and maybe we can also filter then for all Laravel streams. So I think tags would be a very good addition to the site. Maybe with a line clamp. Is a line clamp like, is it something like the little dots just to cut off the description? Or is it something to open up and close? Is this what a line clamp is? I haven't heard that before. That's always difficult if I say three things and you say here. So let me guess. I would guess it was like an indicator that there is more. Yeah, with the three dots. Okay, glad I got that right. So yeah, this is how we can control that that the description is not too long. Yeah. So the moment I saw it today while we were talking, I thought like, oh yeah, there's a title, but what is it about? I think it definitely makes sense to add the description or just a little bit. So description and tags, I think this could be a really nice combination in addition to give the people more perspective about what this is about. And of course, there is a package. Sparsy's Laravel tags. Yeah, we might use that. Probably give that a look. And yeah, truncate, I think, is also is the phrase that I also heard before. Okay, so currently we have fixing this live thing here, then adding the description, adding tags, which I think will be a little bit more work to do. Then what else did we had? Yeah, we thought about adding the Twitter handler through the form, which I think would be also cool. Just thinking, do I have to check then if this Twitter handle exists? Maybe I should. What I can check is if it belongs to the person. So, but guess it would be strange if someone submits a Twitter channel which is not his. So, yeah, but I guess still we have to be careful so that not somebody is doing a Laravel stream and then adds like the Laravel Twitter handle because we don't want to spam Laravel. So, guess in the end, I have to check again when I approve a stream the Twitter handle as well, which is more work on my side, but I think there's no way around this. Okay, some good ideas. I want to use this stream to talk about more stuff which is coming and to talk to you about that, help me prioritize what should be next, think about what the streams could be about. So I'm really eager to do some more streaming now and implementing new features which I've been waiting now quite some time for, and I'm happy to be more on the PHP side than on the front end side now with the next streams. Maybe it's better to register streamer once and approve them. Hmm, yeah, so at the beginning, we decided to go against some kind of registration just to make it more approachable and more easier. But yeah, we are at a point where we already have a bunch of streamers which are streaming regularly and which definitely would take a minute to register, and then it would be easier to get like the information, and especially the information that we would want to show here on the streamers page, like all their social media platforms, where they're from, maybe URL, other stuff. Yeah, theoretically, we also could use then for registered users a kind of backend. Yeah, we then need a backend. We could use it as well to add their streaming gear and tools. And then if they submit that, then it would be automatically added to the streaming setups. So then I don't have to collect this myself and build this all myself. So yeah, Adrian is correct. If we would add some registration, we would end up with some new possibilities. Still, with everything here, with every addition here, I'm super careful because you all notice that all those features that you add also adds a kind of more weight on your shoulder, on my shoulder, because I have to maintain it. The application gets more complex, more difficult to overlook, but yeah, of course I wanted to make it better as well. So yeah, but that's just why I'm not always saying yes, let's do this. I try to think about the things a lot before I implement them. Yeah, so we could still offer the free just submit something next to the registration, which I think would be a good idea. So that we maybe we could also send the registration page to people we want to register, so that it's not open for everybody. So we send it to a few people and then they can be there, or maybe they can also submit to be registered, and I have to think about if I want to add them. So there are a few ways we could do this, but yeah, good ideas, Adrian. Yeah, for the platform, it would be better to have more information, and this would be a good way to do this. Mm, what's that? Add alert reminder to calendar. Oh yeah, someone was asking that it would be cool to get a reminder for if you add something to the calendar, but what did I reply? Yeah, personally, I don't need it, but I can see how it could be useful. Yeah, if more people ask about it, we will think about it. I still have the same opinion for this. And let's get back to the issues. What is that about? Add channel ID if stream connected to a channel to streams when importing. We already handled the imports through the command. I'm not sure what this is about. So if we stream. Okay, so when we import streams, which we do automatically through channels which we have in the database, so this would be mine or Freak ones, then add the channel ID to the streams. Don't we do this already? Let me check here on the side in the live database. Mm. Sorry, you can't see this currently. So we have the channels and then we have the streams and then Okay, that's already happening. So for every stream which gets automatically imported, we add the channel ID to the streams for me and for Freak. So I'd say we can close this. What else do we have? Yeah, some little improvements here. Make the names consistent like YouTube with a capital T. Rename the status of past, which is currently none, which I find is confusing. So we should change this as well. Yeah, so we have quite some features we want to add. We have some things to clean up. So yeah, lots of topics for new streams. Add search and filter by channel to archive here. Okay, so these are the main things, and then there's still Twitch integration, which Adrian submitted, and someone else, which is still on the list. I still have to take a look again. So, what's the current state of the Twitter integration? I feel like I still don't have an overview how many more people we would currently get. Maybe I need to ask that on Twitter. Are you currently streaming about Laravel on Twitch? And then they should write me a message so that I see. I know there are 3, 4, maybe 5 people who contact me already. So I guess it's 5 for sure, but I would really want to know if it's 5, if it's 10, or maybe if it's much more, and I just don't know that. So that I get a feeling how important this is, because this will add a lot of complexity and a lot of new code to the project, and I really only want to do this if it benefits everybody as well as me. So yeah, we're going to have to think about that as well. All right, let me check the questions. All good. So yeah, people seem to be happy. So yeah, I guess let me check my list again if there's anything else I wanted to say. No, I guess that's actually what I wanted to do today. So yeah, we have some new ideas for features, which we're going to start next week. There are some little fixes, which I do probably myself later today or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, expect some more streams coming, and I'll try to dedicate them a little bit more to specific topics, which I think will help. Also, by the way, please, if you currently watch this stream, go to my YouTube channel and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's the only way. Go to my YouTube. Let me pause this. Yeah, I don't want to hear myself. Here we are. So please go to my page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's the only way that I can see that you really liked it. I know I see comments, which is nice, but having those likes on the videos will help me a lot, because YouTube um, needs to see those likes. So please like the video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the best and easiest way to support me and to keep me doing this. So please think about that every time and make sure to like the video and to subscribe. And why did I say that? What was I going to talk about? Yeah, I know I was talking about next week. So we'll have some more streams. We'll have some dedicated streams to specific topics. I'm still struggling a little bit with the time when I should stream. I can say that I have seen that some specific time is better than another time, or if it would be much better to stream in the evenings. I guess that's so different for everybody. So I guess you also can't tell for yourself because it's changing for you. I guess so the main question which I have in my head, I think, is should I try to keep streaming always at the same time, like every Monday, 4 p.m., every Thursday or Friday, 3 or 6 p.m.? Would this help others to watch my streams, to keep it more consistent? It's very difficult on my side still to manage that, but if it is important, I could at least try to do that. By the way, I just saw that there are more likes. So did people just like? Because I see that in my streaming software. Does this mean I have those likes here as well? Is this the count which I see? Let me check. Yeah. Oh, let me try as well. Is this the one? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, maybe my likes don't count. This could be, but oh yeah, now I see it. Okay, good. So just to make it clear for me what I see, what those likes mean. Okay, so yeah, thank you for those likes already. This will help me a lot. And yeah, is there anything else? Yeah, I just have many questions about what I should stream about. Is Larastreamers already a little bit boring for you? Would you love to see different stuff? Like I also asked on Twitter, maybe I'm going to do something about refactoring. I also want to do for sure something about PHP Storm. Maybe I show my favorite tricks. So I also plan to mix in between my Larastreamers streams, also some streams about different things as well to provide a good mix here. Yeah, that's the plan. So anything on your mind? Do you have any questions? Everything covered for now? Anything you want to plug or me to mention, or all good? Oh, here's a good one. Here is a good one. That's important, so let's make this bigger. So what's the status of refactoring PHP? I almost forgot that it even exists. So for the ones who don't know what this is, when I started streaming, the first application that we were working on was refactoring PHP. I don't know, refactoring PHP. I don't even know the site anymore. What happened to this page? Oh, I did. There's a little typo here, refactoring PHP. Yeah, okay, something is loading. Takes like forever. Okay, we have some error here, but yeah, that's the page I was actually working with you before I started working on Larastreamers. So yeah, what's the status? So yeah, actually I don't know. One thing that I know that it's difficult for me to maintain both platforms, and Larastreamers is now released. That's why the focus is on this page, and it seems also that people are more interested in this project than refactoring PHP platform. So I still find the idea and the project very cool, but yeah, I don't think that I have the time to work on both of them. At least not now. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to approach this. So it's not that, it's, let's say it's sleeping for now, but I wouldn't say that we're going to talk about this platform soon just because I want to concentrate on this one. But yeah, it's a good question because we spent quite some time on that platform as well, and it's also a promising one, but I have to be very careful on what project I'm going to start because in the end I don't want to feel the overhead. By by the way, I'm just seeing this. Should this be right under this one here? Yeah, it should be. So another thing that we have to fix, I guess that's because we shifted it to the left. Okay, not sure. Something new for my list. Live indicator plus container length. Yeah, there's still a few things that we need to fix here. Yeah, by the way, what's with your page, Adrian? Adrian was working on a really cool side project, and yeah, what happened to that? So the most important thing if you want to work on a side project and you don't want it to die is to release it as soon as possible. The moment it's already out there and people can see it, you have this little extra push and yeah, this extra push to work on it. So as long as it's not released, there's still a good chance that it's going to die. Is it already out? I wasn't sure if it's out. PHP Safari. Oh, it is already out. See, I forgot that it was already out. So I hope I can explain that right. And I was still confused by the name PHP Safari. Okay, but now I remember. So Adrian was working on this project where you can search for a specific method, for example. So let me try to think of a good one. So what are we using? Mm, mm, that's not a good one. Let me check here. What's a good one? What about this one? Oh, that's remove directory. I guess we know what this one is. So first thing I noticed, I'm not sure how you show those um, methods here, those comments here already, because there are some with just zero usage. Because okay, but let's get back to what it is. So the idea is that this platform you can, I think, type any method. Is there anything more than method? Maybe constant? I don't know. Let's say some PHP features. You can say like, yeah, let's take remove directories. You remove directories, these features. It's supported by these versions of PHP. That's how you use it. And then there are some platforms connected to this project here where you can see where this is used in those platforms. So for example, Laravel uses this like here, and Laravel use it here. And then you can probably go directly to the file and see where Laravel is using this. And that's pretty cool if you're not sure about how a specific method or constant or I don't know what's all supported is being used. And then you can see, oh, those frameworks use it like that, and those tools use it like this. And this is super helpful. So if you don't notice yet, check this out, or maybe array map. And I see Livewire supported too. So is Larastreamers supported here as well? Maybe we could add that as well, but of course, those are more interesting. So, how are big applications like Laravel or Livewire? How are they using specific PHP features? Let me see if I got this right. Just functions and only packages. Okay, that's good to know. Did you mention that there is a dark mode? Where is the dark mode? How do I get the dark mode? There's said there's something about repos. Oh yeah, so here are the repositories which are um, being used for this. So tell me one or two interesting methods maybe that we can take a look at. And yeah, by the way, I think it would be a good idea to only show some of those methods which are actually being used in those packages. But I find this idea pretty cool because I often end up with a method where I'm not sure how I would use it or if I would use it. And then it's a good idea to check out how other people are using it. And this gives you context. And I think it's a pretty cool idea. And yeah, I'm glad that Adrian did that. So shout out to php-safari.com. Okay, so it seems Adrian said he's mixing ones which are being used with ones which are not being used. Okay, yeah, still for me it would be more interesting to see only which are being used because the others probably I don't care. Okay, so yeah, this was shout out to PHP Safari. Check it out yourself. And yeah, I think with that being said, this was it for this stream. We are going to see each other next week, Monday or Tuesday. Let's see about that. And yeah, then we will work on some new cool features for Larastreamers and some other stuff as well. So yeah, I'm happy to be back with my full voice next week, and then we're going to do much more. So I wish you all a great weekend. Stay healthy, stay productive, happy coding, happy streaming, and see you the next time. And thank you for joining the stream. Bye, everybody. See you next time.